People go through constant change the entirety of their lives. No person really remains the same. But how do you change, and in what directions should you choose to go? Well, that depends entirely on you, and the thing is, it's never too late to change your life. And here's 15 reasons why. Welcome to Alux. First up, just ask yourself, what if this is it for me? This is one simple question that makes you realize you don't actually believe it's ever too late. So ask yourself this: what if this is it for you? What if it is all downhill from here out? Does that question make you feel uncomfortable? Does it stir something up inside of you? Well, if it does, it means that deep down you believe there's still more to the story than what's been said so far. There are more things you need to do or you want to do. There are more things you want to see and to experience. Life has more in store for you, and you know it. That's the first reason it is never too late to change. Change is gradual. The next thing you need to be aware of is that you don't need to wait for a certain time for that change to happen. And that's because change is gradual. It happens little by little every single day. It's a constant streamline of improvement. It starts today, and every day from now on is a part of your new changed life. You get to reap the benefits instantly because you decide to be a new and improved version of yourself, which brings out the question, well, what does this new version of you look like? Like, really think about it and be specific. How is the new version of you dressed? What do they do in the mornings? What do they eat? How do they behave around other people? The more questions you ask, the better the image you'll have. And then what's left to do after that is to act like that person right away. You have until the rest of your life anyway. The past is the past. It can't be changed, and you need to accept it as it is. If anything, it made you into a person that decided they want more from life, and that's a good thing. And you have the rest of your life to do it. It doesn't matter what you've done so far. The only thing that matters is what you decide to do moving forward. Your best work might be in front of you. What if the best year of your life happens next year, or in 5 years from now, or 10 years? What if your best work is waiting for you to get out there? You see, these are not empty questions. These are in fact answers to the question, what will happen if I decide to change my life for the better? Your best work could very well be in front of you if that's what you decide. Today's strangers might become tomorrow's friends if you nourish those bonds. You see, you are the only one who can make that happen, and that's something to get excited about. Time moves on regardless of what you do. Look, it's not like if you decide to stay the same, you somehow get more time. Just like you say you'll go to the gym for the next 3 months, but you don't, and those 3 months pass regardless. And there you are, looking back at those 3 months, realizing that the time moved on past you. Think about it like this. If today is too late, what would you say a year from now? We guarantee you that a year from now you'll wish you started today, which is the reason why we built what we believe to be the best coaching experience that will help you turn your life around. And not in a year, but in 6 months. We're calling the course Reinvent Mastery because it'll guide you through exactly that, reinventing yourself. Doors open up on November 12th, but enrollment is only open for 7 days before we close things up again and focus on helping those who join us on the inside. If you don't want to miss out, go to Alux.com/reinvent and join the waiting list. Those of you who do will receive a gift from us, and you won't miss the opening. If in 6 months your life hasn't changed for the better, we'll give you all your money back, no questions asked. That's the best reassurance we've ever offered because we really believe in this course. You deserve a better life. You get to decide what's enough for you, not other people. And it's within your power to give yourself a better life because you go through it and you deserve it. You had to deal with the doubts, the naysayers, with the challenge and discomfort of going through change. So if there's anyone who deserves a better life, it is you, my friend, and you have a duty to give it to yourself. You compare your early game with others' end game. Most people think they can't turn their life around because they compare it with the lives of others. If you're 40 and want to achieve something others achieved at 30, what's the point anymore? Well, that's the wrong approach because you are comparing your early game with the end game of someone else. You don't know their circumstances or their upbringing. You don't know their unseen struggles and their yet-to-be-achieved dreams. You see, we're big believers in playing your own game. There's no season where everyone is expected to blossom at once. And who sets those expectations anyway? Your parents? Your peers? Society itself? When something should or should not happen is totally arbitrary, there is no system behind it. Mindset change works at any age. If your brain is a supercomputer, your mindset is the operating system. We actually did a pretty cool video on types of mindset that you can check out. But back to the point, your mindset dictates how you view the world. Notice that it doesn't dictate how the world is, just how you view it. A scarcity mindset, for example, will make you believe there's not enough for everyone, not even yourself. There is not enough time, there's not enough resources, not enough energy, and so on. It's a draining operating system that sucks at your brain power and doesn't give anything back in return. On the other hand, a growth mindset, for example, makes you believe that anything can be achieved if enough effort is put into it. And it's the type of mindset that gives you a choice. Will you put the effort in or not? And as you can see, the beauty of a mindset is that it can be installed at any point in your life. There's no expiration date or requirements. One skill can turn your life around. This one requires you to really think about the following question. What skill, if learned, will completely change your life? It's a simple question with a powerful answer. For example, how would your life change if, let's say, in the next year you acquire the skills of a Michelin star chef? What about a pilot? An interior designer maybe? An architect? You see, this question has an answer that is just right for you. You just need to ask yourself and answer honestly. One skill can really turn your life around. And on a similar note, one decision can change your life. Have you ever thought about the fact that you're most likely only one decision away from a completely new life? You don't know what that decision is yet. Alright, so here's a thought experiment. Think about your future as a tapestry of interwoven threads. One of the threads is the life you're currently living, and every other thread around it is the consequence of each decision you make. And in all that chaos, there's a one thread that's got your dream life on it. Everyone's got one. The question is, will you find yours? Age is not a timeline. So let's just answer the most common question when it comes to changing your life. Is it too late? And the answer to that is, that's the wrong question to be asking, my friend, because you see, age is not a timeline, it's a measurement of how long you've lived so far. It acts more as a guideline rather than a milestone. The correct question is, should I keep living life like this? And if the answer is no, then it's the perfect time to make a change. Today is the youngest you'll ever be. Speaking of time, this one really puts things into perspective. You will never be as young as you are right now. At the moment you're watching this video, you are your youngest self. You're like a baby in the context of the rest of your life. So now is the perfect time to make things happen so you get the benefits for the rest of your life. You'll probably live longer than you think. There are two truths that coexist when it comes to time. One, you don't have as much of it as you think. Two, you'll probably live longer than you think. The first one makes you aware of your own mortality, that every day has a probability to be your last one. So make the best out of every one you get. The second is a bit of a reality check. We are, after all, living in the modern age with modern medicine and care. Your 60s are like the new 40s. There's a high probability you'll live longer than you think and live well too. You can think of it as a gift from progress and innovation, so make the best of it. Changing your life isn't as scary as not living your dream. We know that change looks daunting and even terrifying sometimes, and that's because there's a great comfort in familiarity, and that comfort breeds anxiety of change. You fear leaving the things that you have experience with because it'll make you vulnerable, and vulnerability is hard. It's one of the most common fears that humans experience. But would you rather experience fear for a little while or dissatisfaction forever? It's not about getting time back. A long list of empty yesterdays makes you feel like there's too much to catch up on. But changing your life doesn't mean trying to make up for all the time you lost. No, it's about changing all the time you still have left. You see, every hour you spend, you're not getting back. The only thing you get is the benefit or the consequence of what you did in that hour. And that will stay true until your very last one. And of course, you stuck with us until the end. We've saved a bonus for you, and that bonus is that life is meant to flow. The natural course of life is a continuous flow in a direction that has the potential to bring joy and happiness. It never stays stagnant. Even if you believe you will never change, things can, do, and will change around you constantly. The cities will look different, people will dress differently, and pretty much everything around you slowly but surely gets a little bit different every single day. So if change is constant, make it work to your benefit, my friend. We'll see you back here next time, Aluxer. Take care.